So the last statistical tools that we had are about comparison. So remember, we use inferential statistics for 4 reasons. And the most common is kaning ato ang ginadiscuss ato ang class, which is the comparing. The objective is comparing and then finding relationships if there are any. So other purpose is beyond our coverage. So dito na siya ma-take up in the advanced statistics for research and education. So correlation and simple regression. So I'll start with a simple background of correlation. So correlation, if we are going to examine the extent to which two variables are associated. So we are referring to two continuous variables mostly here. So if you want to answer questions like, is it the case that people who obtain a high score on one variable also obtain a high score on the other? So kung pareha silang duha, two variables, so high siya on one variable, so high po siya on the second variable, so we call that association as positive. So is it the case that people who got high score on one variable tend to get low score on the other? So negative association. And then question like, is there no relationship or is there a relationship? So at all, so between the size of the scores people get on two variable, so no association. So when we say correlation, we are talking about association or relationship. And it could be positive, it could be negative, so ang mga result, or it could be no associations. Although na naman tayo gamay background aning correlation when we had our previous statistical tools, especially on the assumptions. Pero kani mo gini siya ang a statistical tool nga ato ang gamiton to answer questions like I presented while ago. So associations can be weak or strong. So when we say weak, it means there is only a slight tendency for people getting high score on variable A to get high score on variable B. And for those who get low scores on variable A to get low scores on variable B. Or kung strong siya, pag weak kay slight tendency man. So pag strong, so people who get high score on variable A almost always, so it's underscore here, no? Almost always get high score on variable B. And people who get low scores on variable A almost always get low score on variable B. Pero if you are going to look at it, the association that is described here is positive. So kaning first nato din sa weak, so taman diri nga relationship, high man ang A, high pod ang B, so positive, slightly or slightly positive. Then low og low, positive gyapon. So slight tendency, positive. Strong, almost always, but if we are going to look at the variable A and B, ingon siya high on variable A, high on variable B. So again, positive, almost always. Positive strong, positive weak. And then get low, almost always. So low gyapon, so positive. So positive relationship pero weak. Positive relationship and strong. So pwede po siya negative nga weak, negative nga strong. So ana ang possible interpretation. The direction and strength of the association between two variables is usually expressed as a correlation coefficient. So coefficient means natay number nga makita ani. A correlation coefficient is a figure between -1 and +1. So this is the range. Wala na mo gawas ani nga range, no? Wala ay -2, wala ay -1.5 and no +1.5. So it's only between -1 and +1. If the correlation coefficient is 0, this means that there is no association at all between the two variables. If the correlation coefficient is 1, this means that there is a perfect positive association between the two variables. So perfect. And if the correlation coefficient is -1, this means that there is a perfect negative correlation between the variables. So I have here an example. It's not kuan gid no kanang likely to get perfect correlation, whether positive or negative. So naara kita din ha sa between, no? It's impossible to get perfect. But I have here an example of perfect. So 6.1, table 6.1, perfect positive association. So the variables that we are talking about here are the well-being, which is continuous variable measured in Likert scale, and job commitment, which is also a continuous variable, so measured in Likert scale. So anong gitawag ni siya og perfect positive? So kanang perfect mo na siya katong pinaka-strong, no? Pinaka-strong. So ingon siya, people who get high score on one variable almost always get high score on the other. So kung tanawon nato ang well-being for 5 cases, who got the highest score? So it's case 1, followed by case 2, case 3, case 4, and case 5. So that's for our first variable. And looking at the second variable, who got the highest score? So still, say case 1, followed by case 2, followed by case 3, case 4, and case 5. So mo nang perfect positive association. So dili gid siya almost always. Tanan gyud. Kumbaga, kung unsa ang sequence sa pinakadako og score sa first variable, mao pud na siya ang sequence didto on the second variable. So mo nang perfect. Kay kung mo vary na ni pananglitan mag-exchange na. Let's look at table 6.3. Less than perfect ni. Table 6.3 is less than perfect. Looking at the score sa well-being, so naka-arrange din case 1 to 5, pag well-being nila nga scores 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So pinakataas nga score gid si case 1. But pag abot sa job commitment, true sa case 1. Pero iyang case 2, which got the second highest in the well-being, dili na siya second highest pag abot sa job commitment. The second highest is case 3 na. So kung i-compute nato ni ilahang relationship, 0.4 lang. No, the coefficient is only 0.4. So less than perfect. Another example of perfect here, pero negative, is in table 6.2. So perfect negative, negative 1 is the coefficient. So well-being gihapon ang variable and job commitment. So for the well-being, case 1 got the highest. 1 to 5 nga cases, ilang order of their score is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's the arrangement from highest to lowest. And then looking at the job commitment, the lowest score is 3. The highest score is 7. So kung i-arrange pud ang score nila sa job commitment, more inverse gid ang ilahang score, no? Inversely ang ilahang pagplastar sa score. So if that is the data, it will result into a perfect negative association. You will get a coefficient of negative 1. So ingon ana ang association between two variables. So that's how to interpret. But of course, dili man 5 lang ka cases ang atong i-interpret. So if you are going to conduct a study kay relationship man ni more than hundreds of cases ang atong kailangan. So lisod pud na magtan-aw nato sila ingon ani, kailangan gid nato i-compute. And then we are going to interpret the association according to the coefficient that we will get. Sige. Pero however, mo na akong dimension ganina, it is very unlikely to obtain a correlation of 1, 0, or negative 1 in practice. So nor you are likely to see these values reported in journal articles, even in thesis and dissertation. Most often, there is a positive association between two variables, but it is less than perfect. Or less than perfect negative correlations are also very common in real world of research. So a helpful way to think about what a correlation actually means is to plot the values of one variable against another in a graph called scatter plot. So nakakita na taan ng scatter plot before. So example here, we have the variable age and the salary. So if you are going to look at, or you have a theory nga, kung magdako ang edad, magkadako ba gid ang sweldo? So mo nang possible question nga atong ansiran using correlation. So, looking at the graph, kaning first plot, unsa may pasabot ani? At first point. So, pila iyang edad? Pila iyang sweldo? Kani, refer to one case ni. So, iyang age ani is, di maklaro no, basta between 20 to 25. Salary is more than 10,000. Kanina pud siya nga point, so murag naghapon siya sa 20 to 25. Salary is between 20 to 30,000. So mga 25 siguro ni. No? Basin teacher ni sa DepEd. Umam siguro ni nga sweldo. So, tinuod ba nga kung magdako ang edad or ang edad ug ang sweldo associated? So, kung mo shape siya og line, positive pa gyud, no? So meaning na ay association. So sa scatter plot ni akong gipakita last time, kanina ay outlier, pero most of the sweldo is naa siya sa dool sa straight line, no? Kung kana ang straight line. So meaning na ay positive association ang salary ug ang age. Kung 60 to 65 na, mo na dai ni ang salary. Oh, mga 50 to 60,000, almost 60,000. So that's how to interpret, no? Pag tanaw na to ang duha ka variable. Pero dili gid na siya perfect positive. No, kay naa may ning gawas pod. So that's one way pwede ta magamit og scatter plot. So this is the same plot sa katong 6.1 as salary plotted against age. So two outliers cases here are highlighted. So kani akong mention ganina. So mga outliers ni sila. So if the points are very close to the line, kita may magbuhat anang line, no? Mo din atong tawagon nga regression line. So kung close sila sa line, so meaning high ang relationship. Kung medyo katag-katag na sila, just like the picture I've shown last time, so weaker pod ang relationship. So again, kanang line is the regression line or the prediction line nga mabuhat dayon nato as researcher. Murag kung baga mag-model ta, taman ra man siya sa 65. So kung mag 70 years old siya, pila kaya iyang sweldo? So pwede nato i-predict. Kung ang imong respondents is 20 to 40 years old lang, kaysa 65 mag-retire na gud na. So kung 20 to 40 years old lang ang imong respondents, tan-aw nimo ilang salary, diri ra taman imong line. So pwede na dai mo ma-predict nga kung 45 years old pilay sweldo. Kung 50 years old, pilay sweldo. Kung 55, pilay sweldo. So the regression line is also known as prediction line. So we are going to use this line, kaya naman na siya equation, to predict the score on one variable from the score on another variable. So score, to make it general, pero kani nga example is we are talking about salary. Ang age na to kay consta, kuan man gina siya, independent variable. X, man tato na mabutan ang age. So, ima-predict na to ang salary using the regression line. Sige. And, so, if they are 30 years old daw, likely to be earning just under $30. So, kay dollars man ni. Okay, so kanano kay wala may plot din ha sa 30 years old, wala tay points. So, kung 30 years old, so most likely 30,000 iyang sweldo. Pag 50 years old siya, so 50,000 pod ang sweldo. Okay, that's how regression line and correlation are related also. So duha ni sila ka kumbaga statistical tool nga ato ang duha ka output ang ato ang makuha using one statistical tool. So the difference between the salary that someone of a particular age is predicted to earn by the regression line and the salary they actually earn is technically known as residual. Kay dili man gid perfect. So ang naaani is just an estimate as I've always mentioned. So makakuha tag prediction nga 30 years old will get a salary of 30,000 or will have a salary of 30,000, dili gina siya ingon nga perfect nga kung unsa na ato ang nakuha din nga prediction. Makaingon na gid ka nga tanan nag 30 years old na 30,000 na gid ang sweldo. So nagi po na siya mga error no, basin 29 ra ilang sweldo or basin 35 po ilang sweldo. So that difference is we call residual. No, ang actual ug ang prediction. So in this figure na pagid tay prediction for the 55 years old. So expected to earn daw ni siya mga 52,000. No? So mga prediction. So how to predict? So the regression line are not always straight. They can in fact be in any shape. However, in statistics, it is relatively simple and very common to use straight regression line. So a straight regression line can be defined with a simple formula. Sa algebra ra gid ni siya nga formula, pero sa algebra simple y lang ito, y equals mx plus b. So mx plus b. Pero kani we use the notation as our dependent variable as the y hat equals a plus bx. So a and b here are both constant. Y hat, which is the predicted value of the dependent variable, y, then x is the specific value of the independent variable, and bx means multiply b by x. So muna to ang slope, no? B is the slope. Baliktad lang ni siya sa formula nga ginagamit ni algebra kay mx man to yung una plus b. So ang term, no? M is the slope kanang coefficient sa x. So b here is the slope. So a is constant, b is also constant. So, pero dili man ta mag-math class diani, basta just representation nga ingon anaon mag-predict. So the correlation coefficient is a measure of the effect size of an association. So as mentioned earlier, the correlation coefficient is in fact a measure of the effect size of the association between two continuous variable. So like age and salary, so continuous sila. Not two continuous. So if you find a strong correlation of 0.82 between two variables, you could say that the estimated effect size of the association between the two variables is a correlation of 0.82. So you say that this is the estimated effect size. So because the correlation you have found with your data is of course only an estimate of the actual correlation between the variables. So again, estimated ra gyapon. So ang tanan estimated. So once again, you need to be aware that a sample statistic such as the correlation between two variables in 100 people is only an estimate of the population parameter, which in this case is the correlation you would find if you measured everyone to whom who wish to generalize your results on the two variables. And gusto ka mag-study if associated ba or nabay relationship ang physics grade o ang chemistry nga grade. And your population is the USTP senior high school. And then magsample lang ka kay 6 sections man sila, magkuha lang ka og like 50. So kato imong makuha nga correlation coefficient atong 50 nimo nga sample is just an estimate. So kung baga ingon adto kadako ang association if you are going to involve all senior high school students who have taken physics and chemistry. So the percentage of variance accounted for, so kumbaga, unsa kadako ang ma-explain sa ato ang IV dito sa DV. So muna percentage of variance accounted for. So another variable is calculated in terms of person correlation coefficients between them. So ang nag-istorya tag correlation pero wala pa nato na mention ang unsa nga statistical tool. Just like in our previous discussion, ngayon gitag t-test atong gamiton, ANOVA atong gamiton or chi-square. Pag correlation, atong gamiton is person, R. So mo ni atong statistical tool. We call it person correlation coefficient or simply person R. So all that you have to do to get the percentage of variance accounted for from the correlation coefficient is to square it and then multiply by 100. So ganina nakakuha man tag 0.82. So square it, multiply by 100. So example din a correlation between, so ato na pong variable is interview scores and job performance. is 0.50. So meaning 25% of the variation in job performance is accounted for by cognitive ability, which is the interview score. Kaya yun sa man na, so 0.5 squared multiplied by 100, that is 25%. So anaon pagkuha ang percentage of variance accounted for. In other words, atong question, unsa kadako ang ma-explain nung anong ingani ilang job performance? Ilang job performance kay maayo kaayo. So unsa kadako ang contribution pag interview nato before sila gi-hire? So 25%. So katong nagdako kayo og kanang katong interview score nila 25% adto mo explain sa ilahang job performance. So napad ay 75% asa man nagikan. So kung researcher ka, it's possible no nga dinhi mag-start ang imong pagpangita sa problem or gitawag man na siya sa research nga research gap. Kay asa man ang 25%? So pwede anaon lang nato din siya pag-argue no nga only 25% is the variation or 25% of the variation in the job performance is accounted for by the interview. So kung gusto gid ka ikaw employer, gusto gid ka nga gwapo kay performance ang imuhang employee, so na kay mga factors nga tan-awon before entry level. So it could be the interview score, their written nga exam, no, appeal no as the cognitive ability, or sa pailain ang mga factor that contribute to job performance. So pwede na pangitaon nimo as researcher. And then similarly, if the correlation between cognitive ability and job performance is 0.70, so unsaon pagkuha ang percentage accounted for? So pila man ang percentage accounted for if the coefficient or the person R is 0.7. So unsa man pod kadako ang ma-explain sa ato ang independent variable or ang iyang effect mangyapon ni. So unsa kadako ang effect ni atong independent variable on the dependent variable. So 49, no? 0.7 squared times 100. So that's 49%. But that's in percent. So I have here a diagram. This is actually Venn diagram of the shared variance between two variables with a 0.7 correlation. So ang atong gitan-aw ani is tulo ka variable. Cognitive ability, duha ra sa ka variable. Cognitive ability kani nga circle, job performance kani pa nga circle. And then the shared variance between cognitive ability and job performance, which is the 49%. No, so kung ang imong correlation is 0.7, and then you are going to figure out unsay itsura aning duha ka variable, so asa sila nag-share. So the shared variance is the percentage of variance accounted for. So kanang 49. So ay mga sulat-sulat din ha. Pero that's the meaning. So again, the statistical tool is the person product moment correlation coefficient. So it is the most widely used statistical technique to correlate variable. So kung correlation ato ang problem, gusto ta mo tan-aw if is it the case that person who get high score on one variable will tend to get high score on the other. So meaning tan-aw nato ang relationships to variables. This is the statistical tool that we are going to employ. So this person product moment correlation coefficient will tell you the strength, patong positive or negative, weak or strong. And when to use, if you have measured people on 2 or more continuous variables. So naka-highlight no, 2 is the minimum, and take note all of the variables must be continuous. And you wish to know the strength and direction of the association between their score on any pair of variables. And if you wish to know the association between a continuous and a categorical dichotomous. So pwede di gihapon ang categorical dire basta dichotomous. So sa may example sa dichotomous, male and female. So categorical dichotomous. College graduate, not a college graduate. So dili ta mingon nga educational attainment kay daghan man na. So college graduate, not a college graduate. So and so isa-isa lang no. Isa ka continuous o isa ka categorical. Pero dili kayo common ang kaning second case. Ang most common is kaning puro continuous. Pero again, pwede gyapon. Basta a continuous and a categorical. So example, problem nga pwede sa person, product, moment, correlation, coefficient, or simply known as person R is like this. A researcher is interested in how strong relationship is. So between job commitment and job performance. So relationship gyapon. A continuous variable, another continuous variable. So second problem is association between gender, which is dichotomous categorical. Salary, continuous. So morning example, sa situation where you can employ the person R. Like other parametric statistical tool, a person R has also assumptions and requirements. So the two variables to be correlated have a linear relationship. Kailan natanong ka ng pag-plot na to sa scatter plot, mura siya mo-form og line. Bala dili siya perfect line, basta mura siya line. So linearity can be checked by producing a scatter plot of the pair of variables you wish to correlate and checking that the points do not form a clearly defined curve. So ang atong bantayan ana dapat dili siya mo form og curve. Bahala dili kayo siya line. Pwede naman siya katag basta dili siya mo curve. No gyud kung mo curve. Then if the variables do not lie on a curved line, the correlation coefficient will underestimate the degree of association between them. Do lie di ay. Munang dili pwede ang curve kay ma-underestimate niya ang degree of association. Then instructions for producing a scatter plot are shown in the work example. So later pag mag-example na ta, although ato naman na-perform before unsaon pag scatter plot. But again, malimot ta na agyapon tay instruction diri how. Then the required sample size, this is computed by Cohen, 1988. Ito. So assuming that the power is 80%, I hope you still remember unsa ning power, and a significance level of 0.05. So the suggested sample size is 70. So kung correlate relationship atong problem, so 70 cases or 70 individual at least no atong tan-awon. So pwede gyapon ang 22. This is the minimum. 22 pero stricto gud ni siya sa mga normality kung ing-ani pud siya kagamay. No kay robust raman ang statistical tool against violation of normality if the sample size is large. Wala na pili din ang assumptions of normality that is included. So example, a researcher is interested in the correlation between job commitment of people in an organization, their ages, and how much they earn. So tulo ka variable, job commitment, age, and then salary, how much they earn. So job commitment is continuous, age is continuous, salary is continuous. Our objective is to look at the correlation. So nanatay clue nga person R atong gamiton ani. So the research question, kay mag-research question manggid ta pag mag-thesis, so you can write it this way, no argue. Is there a significant relationship among, so enumerate the variable. Then the hypothesis is the null, it's O, so there is no relationship. So ana gyapon. And next, this is the data. So dami data no ka work example ni, this is the pretend data. I have here 20 cases ra. The second column, age, followed by salary and then job commitment. So after encoding this data in the SPSS, mag-run dayon ta sa Explore. So what's the purpose? Unsa atong tan-awon gani sa Explore command? Tanaw na to kung normally distributed ba ang data, wala by missing, wala by outlier. Because kanang tulo, missing, outlier, normality, dapat ma-check yun na for all parametric statistical tool. Kung wala na mention diri, so I'm reminding you nga tanan parametric statistical tool mo check gid ta og normality. So that statistics can be analyzed using explore command. So nanadayon tayo missing cases, okay, processing summary, valid missing total. So fortunately walay missing. Then the descriptive, so what's the purpose? Kung gusto nato tan-awon ang skewness, kurtosis, kung mao itong basis for normality. Then kung make tag inference about the mean of the population, tan-aw nato ning 95% confidence interval. And then we're going to look at the box and whiskers plot kung nabay outliers. So naay case number 12, pero circle raman ni siya, so meaning it's not significant. Pag mag-asterisk, mo itong significant outlier. So tanaan ko na ito yung mean, 36.30. Ay, age raman di ay ni. So kani, age, mean 36.30, median 34. Dol raman. So dili siya significant outlier based on box and whiskers plot. Salary, si case number 12 gyapon, outlier, pero dili na po siya significant. Dol raman po siya sa salary. Job commitment, good, limpyo, walay, outlier. Mo itong mga information atong makuha from the explore command. Next is to check that such curvilinear relationship is not present. So mo lang ni ang na-emphasize ganina in the assumption, no? Curvilinear. So it is necessary to do this for each pair of variables you wish to correlate. So this is achieved as follows. So these are our steps. Dito ta sa graph, sa scatter, then itong dialog box, define by pair, gid no, take note each pair. So tuluman to ka variable. So dapat tay 3 pairs nga i-check kung wala by curvilinear relationship. So kanang mag-curve atong tan-awon. So in this case, kani age and salary ang figure 6.8. Age and salary, so wala man nag-curve. Ang figure 6.9, nag-curve gid siya. So, scatter plot suggesting that there might not be a linear relationship between the variables of age and salary. Ay, kuan na dahil gyapon ay pretend. So, pretend nga graph. Kay pares naman ni age, salary. So, age of salary. So, pretend ra ni. So, in any example sa curve. So, if nag-curve, meaning assumption is not met, and it will give a misleading indication of the extent to which they are related. So, dili na to apilon kung nag-curve. So, assuming, panalitan lang, kay nag-curve naman yun to, that you do not find a curve linear relationship between the variables you want to correlate, you can proceed to correlate them as follows. So, these are the steps. So, analyze, correlate, bivariate. Stop sa nina ko ang screen. I-share na ko ang tab dito screen so that I can open my SPSS. So for the correlation, so analyze na may correlate din he. So bivariate kay by pair man. Ay sorry, wala man ko data. So dili din ni nako analyze. So unless na ay data diri nga na-save. So jiwa og time duration, so continuous. Kanin ko iyang time duration ani, if you notice na siya 222111. Then jiwa, grade, weight, average. So variable view, iyang time duration, wala na define ang value. So dapat na define iyang values. Pwede na human. Kay murag gi-categorize na ang time duration nga 1 to 2 hours, 3 to 4, 5 to 6 so mga ano. So dili ni siya pwede ni person R. Pero these are the steps by variate. Pag click nimo, naman kay mapilian din nga person Kendall Spearman. Si Spearman is the non-parametric counterpart of person R. So pasabot kung dili masatisfy ang assumption ni person, padayon ka sa imuhang pag-correlate pero si Spearman ang imo i-click. So ano kay wala ra ba ni na-appeal si Spearman sa ako ang presentation kay mo end naman ta. So, kumbaga, continuation o tani si Spearman. So, basta, this is the alternative. Ibutang naman nato ng variable din ha. So, kung dili masatisfy, so go tani Spearman row. And then, okay. So, muna dahil niyang correlation. Pero non-parametric, if you notice, kay si Spearman row. Kung mag-analyze ta, correlate, bivariate, then ang atong i-click si person R, look at the output. Correlations lang iyang ibutang. Wala siya heading nga non-parametric. Kay parametric ni. Pero kung tanaw na to ang result, diri na may Spearman row. O si Spearman row, si person correlation. So, time duration. Pero makita na to din hino ang kung tanawon nato ni ang coefficient, time duration, so that's the coefficient. Gi-compare nato si GWA versus time duration. At if you see here, GWA 1. GWA naman na siya. Time duration 1. Then, iyang coefficient kani. So, time duration GWA. So, look at it. Parehas ra na kay whether you're going to interpret this row or the row below, pareha na siya output. So, same is true with correlation nga person. This is the p-value 0.37. And if you are going to look at the person R nga result, kung dito tani person R, you can interpret kani nga row or kanang sa below. Pero ang coefficient this time is negative 0.06. The p-value is 0.47. So dinhi negative 0.07, dili naman po sila layo kayo og result. Si person R and Spearman row. Again, kung dili masatisfy si person R nga assumption, didto tani Spearman row. So curve linear, normality, small sample size, ayaw pag person R, mag Spearman row ta. If we want to answer problem like a relationship. So again, wala na siya sa PPT no, si Spearman row, pero dinhi ra gyapon na siya analyze, correlate, bivariate, kana lang pag-check na to diha. Gi-check ng flag significant correlation kay para kung significant makita tag asterisk. Kung dili na to na siya i-click, nya significant dili ta ma-alert. Oy, pag i-flag na to ay na siya asterisk ang value, ang coefficient. So meaning significant. Sige, so that's how to use SPSS to correlate variables. So simple correlation, multiple na ni. Simple correlation kung duha lang. Like kato akong gi-click ganina. Pero kani, tulo na ni siya ka-pair. Our variable age, salary, commitment. Age, salary, commitment. So ingon ana pod ang output. So how to interpret? So natay makita nga 1 mo na ato ang guide. Pasabot atong gi-correlate ana by itself. So age versus age. Salary versus salary. Job commitment versus job commitment. Atong i-interpret either below the diagonal or above. Parehas ra na. So makakita ta nga na ay gi-asterisk niya no. So pasabot ana gi-flag nato ang significant. So duha ka asterisk na bay isa wala. So naay siya legend kanang duha ka asterisk meaning correlation is significant at the 0.01 level. So ang p-value ani is perting gamaya of 0.001. So kung mga 0.04, so isa ra po na siya ka asterisk yung ibutang. So atong i-interpret is kaning below. Kaning naa sa ibabaw, never mind, kay nagbalik-balik raman ni parehas raman ni sa kaning naa sa below nga value. So again, ang kani kay 1 month, so age versus age. So diri na ta magsugod nga box. So kani nga box unsa man ni nga variable iyang gi-correlate ani? Age and salary. So sa age versus salary, unsay atong interpretation makita ani? The coefficient is person R, correlation coefficient is 0.675. P-value is 0.001. Of course, ang sample is 20. So, kanang 0.65, kung ato na siyang i-interpret sa negative 1 to positive 1. So, positive ni. So, 0 positive. Pero, Aha man na siya duol sa weak or sa strong. Kaya atong gipakita is duha ra man to ka interpretation, weak or strong. So aha man tani i-classify ang 0.675, weak or strong. Sige, maghatag ko arrange ani later no daghan man na sa Google. Pero kay nilapas naman na siya sa katunga nga 0.5, so duol dito na ni siya padulong sa strong. Positive, dayon padulong na siya sa strong. Kani nga box, unsa man ni iyang gi-correlate ani?
Age and job.
So, unsa man pag-interpret sa correlation? Positive, negative, strong, weak. So, ana man no? Significant, dili. Significant bang relationship? O dili o 0.6. Weak, positive. So, kani nga box, unsay iyahang gi-correlate?
Job commitment, salary.
Commitment
Okay,
salary.
positive, negative, weak, strong, significant, not. So, ana no, ang ato ang ihatag nga interpretation. So, tanaw na to una kung positive ba or negative ba, weak ba or strong ba, significant ba or not significant. Then, wala pa ta ng istorya of percentage of variance accounted for. So, after, ay hanadayon ta magkuha sa percentage of variance accounted for. So, mao lang ni ang result ni correlation nga atong tan-awon, and then ready na dayon ta mag-report. So, this is how to report the result. So, report the scatter plot to determine if linearity is met. So, apilo na to, no? If there are only one or two correlations to report, ganina, pila man itong correlations nga i-report. So, we have 3 correlations to report. So, 1, 2, 3. 3 correlations to report. Pero kung 1 or 2 lang imong i-report, pwede ra text, walay table. For example, to report just the correlation between age and salary, igo lang kanilang isa ka sentence pwede na. A significant positive correlation was found between age and salary. So R, morning person R, which is the correlation coefficient, 0.68, and then the p-value. Wala na siya nagbutang o moderate ba or strong. Ang pinaka-importante is ang significant, not significant, positive or negative. Pero naay mga researchers, journal nga gusto nila butangan o kanang strength ba kung weak, moderate or strong. So kung ato ni siyang gustong dugangan, pwede ta nga significant, positive, moderate correlation kay moderate man ni. So giunsa nako pagkuha ang moderate. So naay daghan ana sa Google unsaon pag hatag no sa strength of the association. So mag-type lang tag correlation, coefficient meaning. Kung na po di mga source, no? Kung i-require ka, you may. Pero kung dili, just significant, positive, or negative. Pwede, kanay basig naghatag siya range. Ako yung mga libro nga naghatag og range. May mag-quiz naman. Ay moderate na ay high. Hindi na makita. Mayroong spelling. Naay mga book nga maghatag sila og correlation coefficient interpretation. So pag mag 0.7, highly correlated na to perfect. Kanay murag wala. wala man sila nagbutang. So positive, negative ra gyapon and no. Pero naay mga interpretation gid ani. Interpretation. All you need when you are going to write your paper is ang source kung asa po na ninyo gikan nga interpretation, no? Okay, kung kanang mag-ingon mo nga this is moderate because 0.6 na, so kailangan po nato na ma-acknowledge kung asa na gikan nga interpretation. And the most safe is just significant, positive, and negative. Hindi na ko makita. So please try to find yourself na lang, no, kung ano mga interpretation. So you can look at the book. Kung gusto ninyo ni siya i-insertan o like moderate, high. So significant, positive, you insert here. Kani, this is moderate na. Kaning 0.68, pero I cannot find my source. Ako lang ni siyang na-remember. 0.5 to before 0.7, moderate pa. Pag mag 0.7 na, high na. So I cannot find my source here. So you try to find yourself kung gusto ninyo ni siya i-include, no, in your interpretation. So again, the most important thing is ma-determine kung significant ba or not, ma-determine kung negative ba or positive. So again, pila tong gi-report din nga correlation, only one. Pero if 3 na or more, kailangan na tag-table. So just like this, we call this table as the correlation matrix. So kung mag-report na tag 3 or more, again, correlation matrix. So I have mga notes here. Kaning dash line, meaning nag-correlate na niya by itself. You may write this value diri sa ubos nga part, aning dash, or okay ra po diri. So the correlation coefficient ang gibutang, wala ta nagbutang og p-value. Unlike diri nga naatay p-value, no, p-value. But dito sa correlation matrix, walay p-value nga makita. Ang makita lang is just the coefficient. But take note naka-plug na ay asterisk. Unsay pasabot anang asterisk? Meaning significant na siya nga correlation, nga coefficient, at p is less than 0.01. So aha man ni nato makita, so naa daw siya sa slide 29. So job commitment age 0.10. Age salary 0.68. So tan-an natong result. So age salary 0.675, so manang 0.68. Dayon, job commitment age 0.104, so we report 0.10. Salary job commitment negative 0.6168, so 0.17 ni. So muna natong gi-report. And then i-plug lang dayon, no, butang asterisk ang significant. So balik na punta diri, ang significant lang is ang age of salary. So muna iyang, pero in our report, wala po ilain siya raman. Gawas kung nailahi nag-significant nga less than 0.05, kay naiduha na ay isa. Or you may just copy. So that's how to report a correlation coefficient or correlation with 3 or more variables. So many, a dash is inserted. Okay, so maura to, no, na kuan lang ang PPT. So notes here, it is often said that correlations tell you nothing at all about causal relationship. So tinuod ni, no, if two variables A and B are found to be correlated, it may be that variations in A are causing variations in B. That variations in B are causing variation in A. So pwedeng ana, pero dili na mo interpret si correlation that way. So in short, correlation coefficient can suggest that two variables are associated, but it cannot tell you why they are associated. However, there are circumstances in which correlation can give us evidence of causality. So for example, imagine that you randomly select 100 people and administer to them in control condition a drug known to produce flu-like symptoms. So each person is given a different quantity of drug. Then you correlate the amount of the drug given with the degree of flu-like symptoms shown. So if you find correlation between the amount of drug administered and the degree of flu-like symptoms, you can reasonably conclude that the drug is causing the symptoms. Parehas man to sila continuous, so amount of drug is continuous. Ang flu-like symptoms, so naapon na sila measuring scale ani, so continuous gyapon. So whether or not it is possible to conclude from the correlation coefficient that one variable is causing changes in the other depends on the research design. So if the design is such that the only variable explanation for the correlation between A and variable B is variation in variable A or variable B, we can conclude that there is a causal relationship between the variables. Pero in our example, kani ato ang case din a while ago, di ba nag-mention man tag percentage of variance accounted for. But it is not part in the research question that we are going to answer here. So kung balikan na to atong research question, asa na tong work example. Relationship lagi atong tan-awon. So wala ta nagtan-aw og naabay dependent or independent variable ani. Kay purely relationship. Pero pwede man pud ta mag-ask og atong tan-aw no like age kay pwede man siya ma-independent variable ang age. So pwede pud nato magbuhat ta og another research question kung how many variance in salary for example is accounted for by age. Another research question na po, how many percentage of variation in job commitment is accounted for by age. So pwede mag-add ta og research question so that pag abot sa ato ang interpretation, dinhi madugangan po atong interpretation. Pag mag-report na ta sa result, so pwede po ta mo ingon kay this is the coefficient, multiply squared, multiply by 100. So pila man ni asa mga 37% of the variation in salary is accounted for by age. An additional interpretation. Then how many percentage of the variation in job commitment is accounted for by age? So multiply by itself times 100, so mga 10% ra gyapon. So 10% of job commitment is accounted for by age. So meaning ang job commitment dili siya mag-matter madako kag edad or magamay kag edad, no? In fact, ilang association naaman tuod pero weak. No, nay association pero weak. So not significant. So this is the end of correlation and simple regression.